Welcome to Pull a Pin Ready, a place where average veterans come to share their opinions about the world we live in. We can't guarantee you're going to like our opinions.
Oh, we promise you, we can give them to you anyway.
I'm Jim.
And I'm Nate. Let's pull the pin already.
Hey, Nate, I'm sure you know this because you watch all our episodes, but
Yeah,
welcome
course.
back because I had to do a couple episodes by myself. No fault
Nice.
of your own. I get it. You're a hardworking man. The government needs you. Um, but yeah, and I have to tell you, Nate, it's a transition when you try to tell everybody we, and you're the only one standing there. So it's kind of weird. Even the intro, I think I screwed the intro up the first time and I had to stop. I don't even think it came out great the second time, but that's what I was sitting there doing because just some behind the scenes stuff. It didn't transition to our slide because I took it off. That's why there was silence there after the intro. I was like, oops. So yeah, a lot of catching up to do.
I noticed that.
And we'll put it out now. I'll probably put it out next couple episodes, but we're going to have to make some changes here coming in the future. I'm going to be out of town. Actually, me this time, I'm going to be out of town for 3 weeks. I'm still going to try to facilitate and do some stuff here.
I've never gone for 3 weeks at a time. I do weeks here and there, but you want to be all at one time.
No, you're right. You're right. You've never gone for 3 weeks at one time, but you've gone 3 weeks in 1 month, right?
No, like every month I take a week.
You just come back for a day or two, and yeah. No, but anyways, just want to warn everybody that be patient with us. We're going to have to make some adjustments here, scheduling, timing, all that stuff. Our lives just got a little busier, which is also why I give my traditional shout outs to Johnny and Christine. You know, we see your posts. We don't always have time to respond because, like I said, we're busy people too. You know what I mean? We got lives and we got things we're going on. So don't be discouraged. We know you're there. We see you, and we will. We definitely appreciate you. So please keep doing what you're doing and help what they say, the algorithm. What is it? Help feed the algorithm or something.
Keep coming and subscribe.
Yeah, whatever all that stuff is. But anyways, I think we're almost past our 3 minutes, right?
Oh, almost.
So we better hurry up and get to this thing because we're going to do some headlines again because it's fun and easy. And we're going to share our opinions as veterans. And why is that important, Nate?
Oh, we're average veterans. We've been around the world and we know everything.
Exactly. So we're going to tell you how to think, feel, and react. So let's get some headlines and let's get some talking going here. Well, USA basketball wins gold medal. Okay, let's get on with the show now. You ready? Oh, wait, that was our first headline. Never mind.
Well, both of them won, men's and
women's.
women's.
The women's too, I think. They almost got upset, though.
Oh, well, they only won by 1 point. They were the ones supposed to smoke everybody. That's good, though. They need a little competition.
Yeah, well, that's more story for the Caitlin Clark drama, right?
Whatever.
Well, I'm just saying.
Obviously, they didn't need her to win, so.
But I'm just saying that's what they will say. They'll say, well, if Caitlin was out there, you probably would have dominated. And there's probably some truth to it, too, so I'm not even going to deny it. But we had enough men on the team anyway, so the men's basketball, no surprise. We're not – nobody – I don't – is anybody even entertained by that anymore?
I didn't watch one single basketball game for the Olympics.
I
watch a lot of Olympics, but not one basketball game.
There's a lot of pride, I guess, when your country wins something. But even like when I get on, I'll play some Xbox hockey every once in a while, and you get against these teams that they clearly they're. I know everybody who loses says the other team cheats, but there is a box you can use with the Xbox controller where your player doesn't get knocked over very easily, and it enhances some stuff. I don't know what it's called. I forget, but these people use these things. And I swear to you, these guys have to be cheating. There's no way they can have these super mega players that do everything. They can't be fast, hard to knock down, super snipe shooting. There's no way they can do that. But
they can. You're playing against them and they're doing it.
Well, no, the point I'm getting at, there has to be some sort of cheating because the game's not designed for that. But anyways, The point I'm getting at really is that it's not even fun playing them. And I don't know how do they sit there and snicker? Because like when we win big games and make people quit, I think it's fun. But after, having no competition for a little while, the game is boring.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like winning and not doing anything and not bettering yourself.
Yeah, and to me, that's different. If you're really that good, if you're cheating, there's just something wrong with you, dude. If you're cheating, your life sucks that bad that you need this win to validate yourself.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
That's a good point because I do believe that. I do believe everyone tries to cheat in some way or form.
And if you get caught cheating, you ain't trying hard enough.
Right. Or you've been focused on the wrong stuff. But yeah, so this is no surprise. It's really not even. I've been talking about it a lot longer than I wanted to. So let's move on. It's a joke. Even the Olympics, dude. I'm like you. I haven't watched a single thing in the Olympics. All right. Pentagon chief orders submarine to Middle East, tells aircraft carrier to hasten its transit.
Does that mean hurry up?
Yes.
Hurry up and get there?
Yes.
Hmm. What's going on in the Middle East?
I don't know.
Oh. Hmm.
Another war could be. I mean, I don't know. Like, that's the funny part about all this. Does anybody ever know?
Like, who's the Pentagon chief?
I don't know.
Like the Joint Chief of Staff, or who's the Pentagon
I don't
chief?
know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The only thing I know is that pop star Harris is putting on a good show, and that's all I know. I don't know what her policies are. I don't know what's going on in the world.
Because
I
you
don't
don't
know.
research her. Because you don't research her.
I don't even know where Joe Biden is. Joe Biden's still alive? I don't know. Dude, this is the most uninformed about my country I've ever been, and I don't know what's going on. I just don't know, and I ain't got all day to research this crap. Plus, let's be real. You're going to research this crap, and it's not going to be true anyway. So then you got to research what's true and what's not. You got to fact check the fact checkers to figure out if the facts are even facts. So it's waste of your time. Just go with your common sense. Don't trust the media. Don't trust the government. Use your common sense. Heck, you can't even trust your neighbors nowadays.
I get all my information on pullthepinandready.com.
Right. Because you think about how we don't even put anything up there but the videos, right?
Oh,
So I don't even think the videos go up there. They're just links to the videos. But I guess that's the point. Like, look at that, and you have to stop and think. Like, who are the people that are telling us what's going on? The lying media, the lying government, the crooked politicians, the rich celebrities. I mean, think about it. It's funny. It's funny, Nate, and I don't want to go far on a tangent, but I've been on a video, a binge lately, a television binge where I try to watch stuff before I go to bed, and they both been about the Roman Empire and the back in those days when there were kings and stuff, and I sat there and just watched how society worked in that environment where there were the chosen people and everyone else was a peasant. Didn't matter your skills, didn't matter anything. You were born into a peasant family, you're a peasant. It's just that simple. You can inbreed with your sister in a royal family and the kid can come out deformed and he's still royalty. You know what I mean? So you're sitting there, you're thinking like that is the gravest example of how far we've come. And then you stop and think, okay, so if I was a peasant back in that day, I was born to worship my king. There is no bigger thing of suppression in my life than that, period. And yet we have celebrities telling us what to think and do. You need average veterans to do that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get why people don't recognize celebrities are just like the royal family back in the day. You know what I mean? Do you understand what I'm saying? Does that comparison make sense to you?
Yeah, but I don't know what it has to do with submarines and aircraft carriers.
We're kidding. We're going to war is what that is. We're going to war. That's what it is. I went down a rabbit hole. I told you I didn't want to go far, but yeah, I went down the rabbit hole. But we're going to war. Just brace up. And then we got people that are going to just jump ship on the military because they don't want to go fight, like a certain vice president. I wonder if he can do that, right? Well, he wouldn't go to war anyway. What's his face, Walls? He wouldn't go to war anyway because if he becomes the vice president, he's that's another thing too, and you can relate that. And another little tangent. Who are the people going to war? The commoners. You know what I mean?
The peasants.
Yeah, the peasants are sending their sons and daughters to war while the rich people make all the decisions whether we risk their lives or not for their wealth. Not for the country, not for freedoms, not for democracy. It's for them. So when are people going to wake up and realize that this system is crap? It's an autocracy. It's not what it's supposed to be. The Constitution was written to protect us from the government. I don't think people understand that. The Second Amendment was not to protect us from the criminal down the street. It was protect us from the government, a tyrannical government, which, yes, you have. And you know why I say you have it? Because the people who are telling you to be careful of Trump, who's going to be a tyrant, are doing everything that they're saying Trump's going to do. And so if they're telling you, look out, Trump's a tyrant, look, we're doing the same things we're accusing him of, duh, wake the hell up. You've got a tyrannical government already. So at the end of the day, oh yeah, Joe called me out on that. Kind of pissed me off, but I get it. I say at the end of the day too much. So at the end of the day,
Does it really matter? You said a lot 'cause I always think about that song. At the end of the day, does it really matter?
I don't even know that song. That
Mm,
should be it. Maybe we get rights to that. Play that.
I probably can't get rights to it, but
But again, brace for war. Let the idiots, rich idiots. Well, I don't want to call them idiots because they're smart enough to be rich and take our money. Let the powers that be manipulate us, control us, and we'll keep fighting with each other over gender, race, and all the other stupid things that don't matter.
this is probably a headline you created because you always talk about it.
Yeah, no, I didn't create this, but it
Oh,
is out there. In fact, there was a second one out there that I almost put them back to back. Is Obama covertly running the Harris campaign? Now, I don't know if you were on for the episode or if it was something I did before when you were missing, but there was confirmation that Obama did not push Biden out. It was Pelosi. I don't know if you were on that. I can't remember. I've got such a bad memory
I
anyway.
was not on that one.
So yeah, so I would have thought Obama was the one that called Biden and said, "Look, dude, you're killing my campaign here. Obviously Obama's third, fourth term, I think, coming up. He's like, you're killing my chances of a fourth term. So you need to step aside, buddy. I really appreciate everything you've done. You wrecked the country. You followed my plan, so I didn't have to do it and look bad. Now I can still come in as your savior and still finish the plan. Because this is all Obama's plan. Biden's just doing Obama's plan. We know that, right? Obama was
That's
just too
that's what you
savvy.
that's what you always say. I don't
What,
I don't I don't know that. So
you don't know that?
no,
You
I'm not.
believe Obama was the savior?
I don't think Obama's doing anything. I think the government is doing it, but I don't know if he's not running like you always say he is. That's my personal opinion.
Why do you think that?
And become an average veteran, my opinion matters.
Well, it does matter. It does matter. But I want to get to the crux because when you look at the fact that he's the first president to buy property in D.C. after his term, the fact that he made that
I
statement
do
in
that
his
with his kids.
interview.
His kids were in high school, wanted to finish out school right there since they're already in
Okay, so
school.
all right, I'll give you that. Then his kids were. He was in the interview and literally said he would not want another term, but if he could be in an earpiece basically a puppet, then he would do that, which is exactly what he's doing.
Can you show me? Can you send me that clip? I haven't seen that clip.
Yeah, yeah. You haven't seen that clip?
No.
You can look it up.
If you send it to me, I probably won't look it up.
No, I know. That's why I said you're just gonna have to trust me on that. But you don't have to believe it. But at the end of the day, Obama is pulling the strings, and if it's not him directly because you can't see him, it's all the people that work
Oh,
under Biden that he put in place.
I agree with that part. I don't think Obama's doing as much as is said. That's
Oh,
just
I
my
think
personal
his
opinion. But I
people that
think the
I
people in there,
think.
I think the people in there are doing a lot of stuff.
Well,
Yeah,
who do you think they answer to? You think they go to Biden and say, "Hey, Biden, what should we do next?"
they answer to each other.
Well, yeah, but they're yeah. Believe me, Obama. Look, Obama called. You heard the Harris endorsement with Obama and them, the stage one with the cameras and the speakerphone and all that. Yeah,
I
it's a
didn't see
whole
that.
show, man. You know what? This is why when you look at Harris' campaign, this is why it all makes sense, right? They've got all the money from all the rich celebrities, right? The celebrities are experts at showmanship. That's what they do. They know how to lie. They know how to pretend to be somebody else. They know how to distort reality with video, and they're experts at all this. So that makes sense. Why wouldn't they look like they're winning and all this stuff is working? Because they've got all the people in theater. They've got theater. All of their assets are theater assets. So think about it. You got ground roots people who have no clue how to edit a video trying to support a candidate they believe in, when you got the other side who's got celebrities who edit and do all these things for their entire life, putting out these campaigns.
I saw one of these pictures of her coming off a plane. There's a whole crowd out there, but then like if you look at the reflection on the plane, there's no reflection of the crowd on the plane. So it's like they photoshopped all these people in this picture of her coming off the plane, but
Yeah,
they were there. So I'm like,
well,
what?
and that's it too. That I think that may have been the photo then that started the whole thing, where Trump accused her of AIing her fan base, whatever. And let's be real, is it possible? Yes. I mean, is it possible Joe had a double with a suit on? Yes, we've seen it in the movies, dude. We saw it in the movies where people would put on this fake skin and be somebody different. So yes, it's possible. And with the right cameras, think about their whole basement approach. They don't come out unless it's controlled. You know what I mean? Like, come on, people. I'm not. Look, I know you don't like my whole conspiracy thing, but it's not just a conspiracy. Just step back for a second. You know what I
I, s-
mean?
I saw where what's that guy? What's Trump's VP pick?
JD Vance.
JD Vance. He saw Air Force Two, whatever Kamala was
Yeah,
on. And he went and he's like, "Hey, media, did she come out and answer your questions yet? I'm just wondering if she answered any questions." I'm like, "Jesus Lord, here
yeah.
we go, here we go."
But that's ingenious. See, that's smart because that's a snapshots
Is
and
it?
sound bites they talk
Is it?
about.
Or is this another guy that's gonna run his mouth when he gets in office too?
Well,
You know
at the end of the day, though, at the end of the day,
when? When?
at the end of the day, that means at midnight, I think. When all's said and done, um, it doesn't really matter. We're like a big TMZ country. Who cares about the drama? I care about the policies. And I even talked about this with Harris. I guess she's now stealing all Trump's policies now, like no tax on tips and things like that. So yes, I'll fully support that policy. But the only time I don't want to support it is when I know you're lying about it. You really aren't going to do that. So that's where character matters. That's where, but we seem to be running these campaigns, and society keeps putting these people up front, like the character stuff up front, like we're doing celebrities. I mean, that's what it is, dude. It's what is that show called? Like American Idol and all those whatever. That's an old one, right?
It's still around.
Oh, is it? Like that's what we're doing. We're literally voting like for the most popular person, not what they stand for, because you wouldn't have all these morons. And I've changed my word from stupid to moron. You wouldn't have all these morons voting for a person who literally changed her stance from a month ago
What do
and
you
with
mean?
no justification.
What do you mean?
Oh, yeah, like this. Harris now pretending to have plan to fix border crisis she poured gasoline on and lit on fire. So, I mean, like, you've got to be the dumbest person in the world to literally know
Now
that,
we're gonna fix it.
right. And how many times these people have done this to us? Jeez, that dog was going crazy outside. Get. You got to be the dumbest person in the world to know that she literally did nothing about the border for 3 freaking years. And now, oh, when I'm president, I'll fix it. So, what's the purpose of vice president? Well, what is your job as vice president? You
That's a
can't
good
fix
question. 'Cause
anything?
I don't know either.
But you get what I'm saying? Like, why couldn't you fix it as vice president? Why now do you want to fix it? And then
Wasn't
her
she the
whole
border czar? No, we didn't use the word czar.
right, but yet they got reporters, the very people saying she wasn't, on record showing that they said she was.
Yeah.
Like, so that how does the American people, like, how are they so dumb to buy this? Or are they buying this? Or are we all being duped with a big facade of Harris supporters? I don't think so, because I don't know, dude. I just don't think that, well, I don't know. There might be.
I don't think when Obama said I'm not running, I don't think anybody said, "Oh, I'm not voting for Harris. I'm voting for Trump now."
Well, no, no, of course. But you meant Biden, right? Because Obama's been in office
He's the one
three terms
running.
now.
He's the one running things like you say.
Well,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
no,
Biden.
he's behind the scene. He's behind the curtain. He's the Wizard of Oz. So, I agree with you. People were not going to dump, but still, people were mad. They were
Well,
mad because
they
they
should
didn't
be
want
mad because
Harris.
nobody voted for this person to
Yeah,
be their pick.
right. The threat to democracy, right? Oh, Trump is a threat to democracy. And what are we going to do? We're going to subvert democracy to show you who we should put in office. And that's why I said, how are people so dumb? Like, even if, look, if the Republican Party did, well, I'm not even a Republican. I'm independent. I'll lean Republican because I believe most of what they do. But I also know there's,
I don't think you lean. I think you fall Republican.
well, I don't claim it because even I don't trust Republicans either. And like I said, I don't like that they go to war all the time and make their money. But now it's actually the Democrats going to war all the time. Now the Democrats have taken all the bad from the Republicans, and now there's a supreme bad where the Republicans are like, oh, how do we be bad? And how can we be bad now? Like they stole our war thing. Um, but yeah, I don't trust any of them. I say so. I would be putting all my effort into either removing Harris and getting a real candidate or shifting the party. Like that's where I put my effort. But I guess it's tough, dude, because they say if you vote for uh, RFK instead of Trump, then Harris wins. That two-party system really sucks. I think it really sucks.
So my idea would be good, huh?
Yeah, well, of course, we thought your idea was good back then.
Get rid of DNR. Get rid of
Yeah,
get rid of, or put in
get rid of the parties.
limits.
Period.
Yeah, that's what I said.
No parties. You can't make it illegal to claim a party in office.
There won't
You
be
can
a
have your
party.
little groups.
It'll just be what we believe, what they believe.
Yeah. Well, people are still going to get together. They're still going to gather. They're still going to form their little cliques. They're still going
Oh,
to
sure.
have their little nicknames that everybody can call them. That's probably how it got started anyway. Democrats didn't just say, "Hey, we declare ourselves the Democrats." Maybe it did. I don't know. But it was a movement, and then they all got a nickname. So it's probably you probably can't prevent it. But I think just like in elementary school, you make them switch seats. You can't let anybody sit next to each other that's on the same party. You know what I mean? Start treating these people like kids.
But don't have sides of the aisle. Make they all have to sit
Right.
in every other one is.
Yeah. Yeah. This way, even when the Democrats don't stand, the Republicans do, and vice versa, you can't tell because it looks like this. So I think you should do that. Anyways,
We should take a stand and end this show.
yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So at the end of the show, we're gonna call this one a success. But thanks, Nate, for being here. Thank you, of course, for helping out because I always appreciate when you're here. Thank you, Christine, Johnny, for your comments, and everyone else for your likes, shared comments. We did have another commenter that you missed. I talked about, but keep it up. Keep like, share, subscribe, comments, and all that stuff. And until then, Godspeed.
And pull the pin already. Boom.
Thanks for joining us here. Pull the pin already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinions. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.